Okay, I guess I'm up. That's what I'm dying thirst. Um, Life got a little complicated yesterday. It's pretty simple. He's been off crack for 6 weeks, according to psychologists close around here, and she tortured me for 2 years because she thought I was the one they arranged to get her hooked. Um, so she feels bad and wants to pick back up again, I guess. But sadly, strictly on their terms. Um, my thought is that if you're given the schizophrenia and all that, and how it counts my money making potential, as long as it's not a hit to your self worth, you're asking for a bit much for it to feed your vanity. Um, so, anyway, which I'm starting to worry is the case with Leia. But I don't know. Um, so, and it's just, uh, it's almost infuriating because uh, talking with me through the window, she'll kneel by the window and we'll have like 30 seconds and then she just overwhelms and runs off in a little shriek. And then just send somebody by to with her on the phone. And if her emotions are that strong, then First, I haven't been doing much for the last month or so. And she never lived here when I was working in the IT thing full time, just for little spats here and there. Um, who knows? Maybe she sees me working on that app, which I really do want to do because it'll give me the Python experience and the React experience. She sees me working on that 30, 40 hours a week, then maybe she'll change her mind. I don't know. Or maybe I just have to find someone else to screw and get her attention that way, which is realistically is. Yeah. Yeah. The disruption caused by all that always passed more over the last night than it has so far. So the recovery's improving. Um, Maybe by the end of the week I'll be back to normal. I don't know. Mm. And some coffee too. Despite feeling better, it's uh, 7 hours last night. I didn't sleep 4 nights in the last 3 weeks. I've slept more than 8 hours. Um, and some of those too, so I didn't sleep to catch up on before I should complain about how that wasn't inside. I know I'm simply tired, really. And it's, of course, not for that, but with the tired comes the uh, coffee. Yes, it's a sleep. I've been doing that a lot today. Um, one second. Okay. Yeah. Oh, one thing that happened is an old colleague of my dad came by, a colleague, I worked with him. He saw how things were. He said, listen, before I go, can I get your brother's number and your aunt's number? The guy who set this up, is their number. So I can't help that situation. I can't do anything to help that situation. Um, Mm. Well, this is worth noting. I don't think any of you are going to know what it means. I don't know what it means either. But looking back after Val came and left, I started thinking back to how this last destabilization started. And I remember that somebody had been, Lucy, I haven't talked to in a while, was following my vlog, and she I wanted to call me. And so we talked on the phone for about an hour. And then I get off the phone. I say something funny to these two people I hear on the sidewalk talking to each other, walking by, and then this sound of static, except it's a physical sensation, like a wave passes through me, and everything is very disorienting. And I snap out of it, and everything's calm for the rest of the night. And I go to bed, and the stairs are carpet, and the floor's laminated wood, right? I get to the bottom of the stairs, I get 3 feet on laminated wood, and hear a whisper from the window. The next, I remember lunch that day. I remember I remember feeling tentative, like they're trying to destabilize me. Like I couldn't point to anything. And then I remember a joke I made while I was making lunch, and then nothing for like 2 days. Um, so, and I told this to the doctor who was here, he must have had a friend with him. I must have stopped here on the way home from work because they're both wearing doctor coats. And he walked by and gave me a big smile and a nod and walked off saying, woo. And so my hope, thin as it is that the static was some sort of massive brain plasticity, if you know what that is. Um, Perhaps more of my brain is burning sugar now than this at all. Overall, it was just unfortunate something that happened. I don't know. I don't know. But today I was talking to myself, and I was even dealing with people giving me shit. I was dead stable until they started popping on the stoop one after another, and somebody called Ted because of that, I think. So that's. I'll hear from Ted, and I'll do it again and again and again until Ted comes by and says, "I'm gonna move." And then the group will come in. If word on the campfire was he went to prison for that shit, they wouldn't do it. But I think because of my aunt, I can't do that. Not possible. And the woman not behind her, behind me, but one building down, she is the world's biggest fucking cunt. I swear to God. She knows where the line is and she doesn't cross it. But she's just a complete piece of fucking human shit. I swear to God, I wouldn't put it past her to be telling these people he doesn't really have a lawyer. No. I've never seen this lawyer of his. Because that's not a lie, right? Never seen this lawyer of his, but I know he has one. Uh, for the people, the truth and the whole truth and nothing but the truth need to be said. Um, God. Anyway, so that's nothing but a good sign too. They're obviously they're just gonna keep her going regardless of line. And they show the fucking earth we expect from the south. Um, well, yeah, I guess they're Republicans. Um, they're Republicans. So the reason I started this is that I was thinking I'd think out loud about Elaine, but there's not really anything to think about. I mean, she showed part of her sketch of what she believed was reasonable last night. And of course, it's anything but. It's that she won't come by alone to help me. Not to help me, to let me help her with her, the whole I tortured him for 2 years, but still, and he still seems um, to help her with it's really not. It's just too much asking of anyone. Or an intermediary, and so she won't do that. She insists that if I want her to feel secure, that I stay away from other women. Eventually, she will, though she will never come out alone. Um, which, yeah, and they comment on that, and the intermediary had the nerve to say, "On the long run, it's been 2 years more, it's been much more than 2 years." So. And yeah, my fear here, of course, is that I try and it's never enough. I wind up wasting all that time and energy. It could have been spent living life, for lack of a better way to phrase it. Um, Anyway. Okay. Mm. Yeah. I think people say, what feels appropriate is to give to full speed and give her a month and see if her standards for whatever move towards mine and go from there. The neat thing is the Uber thing was going to have to wait like a month or two. But my dad's friend, I know, I'm positive will do it for me, is to pay the tax, go in the courthouse with me, pay the taxes, and then bill, send the receipt to Kathy and get reimbursed. Um, so that way I can get the tax sticker right away. I have to go through the whole deal, go to the DMV, get a change of address, give them mail me the bill, mail the bill to my aunt, have her send in the bill, have them mail the tax stickers to me. So I can get that done in an afternoon as opposed to a month. I went to clean out the car today and I parked in front of the dumpster. I just need a bag for this idiot. So I'm going to drive to the 7-Eleven later today and get an energy drink and park by the gas pump and dump all the trash out. So I guess that's about it. I have been mumbling on yeah, the line that was this is doing it. Is that yeah, the line hasn't been going up into the yellow. It still isn't, so whatever the reason. It's just and that have I don't know if you heard the idea for it. The private eye across the sidewalk really liked it. He started making all these excited sounds, right? And I said, well, the problem is after I write it, I don't know what to do with it. He says, I do. I don't think it means throw it in the trash either. It's you get a bank of photos, and you that you've taken, and then you enter information for each, like the age, name, address, anything. And then when you're out there in the field, you get your camera and snap them, and it searches your image bank and pulls up the appropriate face with the information. And it's probably the better part of a year to do. It's not hugely complex. I'm just one person, and to make it look professional and all that. So, and this is stuff that will help my resume. Make it easier to find a job after I do it. So it seems like a damn good idea to actually take the time to do it, considering it could be a very good idea. Um, and there's not going to be any extra money for that year besides the Uber money, right? That's when it gets knocked off the trust by valor. It's already started. Um, so this is the problem. It's been, at first you wouldn't acknowledge you liked me. This still is not widely known. And then, how many years has it been since I July? So, uh, maybe if I phrased it this way, this is time that I could be every bit as busy and be just deliriously happy and likely exercising too, if you were my life. So, so that's why it bugs me. That's why it makes me a bit mad that you would deprive me of all that because um, you want to see a company change your lifestyle. That's what it bugs me. I know part of it is you want to be proud of me, and that's part of it. Um, that might not be as hard as you think if you can scare away the cons. It's just the truth. Um, what I'm getting at is, from my point of view, we should move in together as soon as possible. We don't have sex already. Um, but then I don't only for a while. Just if you don't feel the same way.